Good morning, everybody. I am in Toronto, Canada. Actually, let me show y'all so y'all don't think I'm lying. This is the train station, the GO station here. I think this is the bus station. I just walked from the train station. But you know what? There's my luggage. I told y'all I was coming to Toronto. I was not playing with y'all. So let me go upstairs. I'm going to try to go to, I think the train station is upstairs. This is Union Street. Let's go. Y'all come with me. So my flight got in this morning to Toronto. You know, it's not too late if you would like to come to my meet and greet. It is at 3 p.m. today. I will email you the exact address. I'm actually close by. I'm downtown Toronto, so we're going to be in that area. You can take the train, what is it called? The Up Express to Union Street. I'll be in that area. It's not too late, and you can bring a friend. It's a 2-for-1 on the ticket. Bring a friend for free. I have a special gift to give all my guests today, something that nobody will have from me personally, just for you coming out to support me. Let me see, what the hell? Oh, this is still the bus station, y'all. Look at this. All my Toronto people, y'all know where I'm at. Okay, let me just walk down here. I love the fact that Toronto is a 1-hour flight from New York City. Like the moment I doze off and fall asleep, we're already in Toronto. It's such a quick flight. So I will be in Toronto actually all week long. I'm here in town. I have a dance convention. Y'all know I love to dance Brazilian Zouk, and we have a gigantic convention here where we will be dancing Zouk, Brazilian Zouk, all weekend long. All weekend long. I need to get to a bathroom. I gotta pee, tell y'all the truth. Okay, so this is the bus. I guess this is the bus station up here, the Up Express. I'm trying to get to the train. It says path here. What the hell, y'all? This isn't too bad. This is like, in comparison to New York City, this isn't bad, Toronto. I'm getting around, y'all. I promise I am. Okay. I'm trying to get to the other side. Okay. Oh, I know where I'm at now because I was over here earlier. Yes. So, y'all, I know y'all are dying for me to do a video on Diddy and Cassie. Of course, she took the stand yesterday and gave her testimony. It's expected to continue. I wanted to just like vomit. When she said that Diddy and the sex worker stood on top of her and urinated in her mouth and she choked on the urine, baby, he's going, when I say just her story, off her story alone, it's coercion and it's trafficking. You know, we got to remember that they're not trying to prove domestic violence. Prosecution has to build a case against him for sex trafficking and coercion. This is the RICO charge. And I think Cassie's testimony alone, flying sex workers in and out, and forcing her to do things that she didn't want to do. Just, you know, when you're flying sex workers from out of town, that's trafficking. You're crossing state lines. So just her testimony alone has proven sex trafficking. And the coercion, forcing her to do things like urinating in her mouth, and she didn't want to. She was young too. She's 19 and he's 40. He totally groomed that girl. That was her first real relationship, and he was a predator. Lied about, you know, promising her to, you know, give her, put out her 10 albums, never put her music out. He totally broke that girl, manipulated her, groomed her, and broke her, stole her years from her. Young girl supposed to be living her best life, and he stole her best years from her. You know, they make it look so good, like they're happy in the public eye. Of course. She can't get out here and tell the public that she's being abused behind closed doors. She had to look happy in front of the cameras. The whole time he was beating and abusing that girl like a rag doll. My prediction, he's never going to see the light of day. And, you know, a lot of people are wondering, like, why did Cassie, why did she go as the first? Well, she's the second witness, the sex worker. He was the first person to testify. So they're asking, like, why is Cassie testifying so early? We have to remember her baby is due in a couple of weeks. She's literally due, I think, like the first week of June. She's very pregnant, 8.5 weeks. So they want to get her testimony out the way before she gives birth, which makes sense to me. And they also want to slowly build the case. I think putting her up as one of the first people to testify, it is a very strong foundation. They're painting the picture for sex trafficking. So prosecution is on top of it. They have to very slowly, very strategically, very methodically build a solid foundation to prove sex trafficking and coercion. Cassie's testimony alone, I think, is incredibly strong. I don't know where defense is going with this, talking about it was consensual. There's nothing consensual about somebody urinating in your mouth on top of you and you're choking, or beating you to death. And the video of him beating her in the hallway, she said she was trying to escape a freak off, but he beat her and pulled her back. That is coercion, forcing somebody to do something they don't want to do. She clearly has proven, just in her testimony alone, that he coerced her to do things she didn't want to do. That is what prosecution has to prove. And I'm saying, if they're coming with all of this, just Cassie's testimony, that's just one. What else, what other evidence are they going to present? I'm sitting here like, they sitting on a lot of evidence. They are sitting on so much shit. Cassie's testimony is just the beginning. What else do they have against this man? Baby, when I tell you, when the feds, the FBI come for you, they have a 98%, he's done. He's never going to see the light of day. I don't know what type of case he could hire the best defense attorneys. He did that shit. And he hurt a lot of people. I believe children were harmed. I wonder if they're going to present somebody that's going to expose him for being a pedophile, like, you know, trafficking children. I think prosecution is sitting on a lot of powerful evidence that we have yet to see. Cassie, they put Cassie first and the sex worker so they could build the foundation, and they are doing such a great job already. My heart goes out to her. She's very brave, and she deserves that $30 million. She deserves $100 million for all I'm concerned, but I love her, and she represents DV victims across the world. Very brave woman. Now, DDG is the other one. Haley, we know Haley Bailey, the Little Mermaid, she had to file a restraining order against him. I always suspected he was abusive towards her, and my biggest fear is that he's going to harm the baby. If she had to get a restraining order against him, she totally, and the judge also said he can no longer mention her or the baby on social media. So that's how he was making his money. He was using the baby, you know, during the live streams, you know, and he was bullying and beating Haley behind closed doors. He's a total sociopath. I think he's on the down low too. My biggest fear now is that the next time that he sees the baby, because she loves the baby so much, he's going to hurt the baby to hurt her, or at least try to turn the child against her as the baby gets older. She needs to have supervised visits. Do not leave the baby alone with him. I'm going to do 2 separate videos. I'm following the Diddy case very closely, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more powerful evidence. A lot going on in the news, y'all. But I'm in Toronto. I'm downtown Toronto. That's why I jumped on here. To all my Toronto people, I'm here. You have one last chance to purchase tickets. My event starts at 3 p.m. It's a small workshop. I have a special gift for everyone that attends the meet and greet today. And I will pin the link for tickets down in the comment section. What's up, Toronto? I love you guys. And I will be back with more videos on Diddy. Baby, I might do like a 10-part series on Diddy, because he's done. He's getting life. He should have took the plea deal. He's getting life. Mark what I say. He's getting life in prison. He's getting life. See y'all. Toronto, what's up? I'm here. Holla at your girl. If you want tickets, go in my comment section. The link to get tickets in Toronto is there. And yes, you can bring a friend for free. It's a 2-for-1. Love y'all. Bye.